Imagine walking into a room full of the world's richest billionaires and carrying a chainsaw. Well, in January 2026 at Davos, Javier Milei didn't need a physical saw to tear the globalist agenda to shreds. He walked onto that stage and did the unthinkable. He declared that the West is in danger and that the people in that room are the ones destroying it. He stood in front of the global elite and delivered the most ferocious, unapologetic defense of Donald Trump and American leadership that you will ever hear from a foreign leader. But this wasn't just a speech. We are witnessing the birth of something much bigger, a global alliance led by two of the most controversial, attacked, yet effective leaders on the planet. The establishment is losing their minds over it, and that should tell you everything you need to know. Let's start with who Javier Milei actually is. If you listen to CNN, they'll tell you he's a dangerous extremist. But the truth? He is an economist who won Argentina's presidency by promising to take a chainsaw to the bloated, corrupt state. And he's actually doing it. In his first month, he eliminated the treasury deficit. 6 months in, he balanced the central bank. He cut government spending by 30%, real cuts, not Washington math. He understands that this fight isn't just about money, it's about civilization itself. It's about Western values versus the rot of socialism and woke ideology. Back to Davos, January 2026. The elites expected a polite address. Instead, Milei gave them an economics lecture on why capitalism is the only moral system for freedom. He told them the West has turned its back on liberty, but then he pivoted. "I bring you good news," he said. "The world has begun to awaken." His proof? The election of Donald Trump. He told that room that the United States is the beacon of light that rekindles the entire West. Can you imagine the silence in that room? He even used biblical references, comparing modern statism to the tyranny of Pharaoh in Egypt. The media tried to ignore it, but Trump shared it immediately. Real recognizes real. This alliance is cemented in action, not just words. Take the Board of Peace, Trump's new initiative to solve global conflicts starting with Gaza. While European powers like France and Germany got cold feet, Milei was there on day one as a founding member. This is clarity. Argentina is saying, "We are with America. We are with freedom." The old institutions like the UN manage problems to keep their jobs. Trump and Milei want to solve them. Look at Venezuela. On January 3rd, 2026, the U.S. conducted a military operation capturing dictator Nicolas Maduro. The Latin American left screamed, "Imperialism." But Milei, he stood up and said, "Freedom moves forward." He didn't apologize. He called it what it was, a surgically precise strike against a narco-terrorist dictatorship. That is moral clarity. That is what leadership sounds like when you don't care about diplomatic niceties. And it's not just politics, it's innovation. Milei gifted Elon Musk a golden chainsaw at CPAC because Musk is helping Argentina/regulations, 2 per day. It's a network of Trump, Milei, and Musk, leaders who want to shrink government, not manage your life. Look at the WHO. Trump pulled the U.S. out. Milei followed suit 2 weeks later. He called the WHO's COVID lockdowns crimes against humanity. He is reclaiming national sovereignty. He's telling the global bureaucracy, "We will make our own decisions. Thank you very much." Now, critics say, but Milei still trades with China. Milei shut this down at Davos. He explained the difference between geopolitical alignment and economic pragmatism. Argentina stands with the West on values and security, but they won't starve their economy to prove a point. It's smart statecraft, the same way the U.S. operates. Here is the reality. What Javier Milei is doing shocks the world because it is so rare. We are used to leaders who apologize for their countries. Milei and Trump are different. They don't care about being liked by the New York Times or the WEF. They care about saving Western civilization. The old order is crumbling. A new coalition of free nations is rising, one based on sovereignty, results, and shared values. The shockwaves from Davos are just the beginning. History will remember who had the courage to stand up. And right now, the man with the chainsaw is leading the charge alongside the 47th president. This is the future, and the establishment has every reason to be terrified.